Welcome to the special KWC edition of the Dama Nerds. I got myself here with my buddy MJ, as always.
As always, Dama Nerd MJ is here.
And we also, because it's the KWC special episode, we got a room full of homies. And we're about to talk some shit with all these homies and nerd the fuck out. We're going to see what's going on. So the way we're doing this is we got this beautiful white Alex plastic Kendama.
Alex.
This is our magic stick we're passing around. So if you don't hold this Dama, you don't say shit. I'm going to pass this Dama over to the next person, and we're going to introduce the room here.
First of all, this is episode 16.
It is. I missed some points. You're right. I'm sorry. My bad. Let me take that magic stick back for a second.
It is the 12th year of Sander.
It is.
July 20th.
Yeah, Saturday, and it is 11:13. Just finished day one of KWC.
We are in the Motonashi hostel where all of the foreign players, as well as a few Japanese players,
A bunch of them, yeah.
bunch of them, come down, take over in many different aspects.
Yes.
Rest, as well as play Kendama, and get to know one another, because this is like a community. It's just a great place to meet new people.
It's beautiful.
And just like Rod was saying at the beginning, there is a group of people, a gang of people in this room right now. So we need to introduce everyone because everyone's going to be a part of this Dama Nerd episode 116 podcast.
All right, so bear with us as we pass the magic stick.
First off, I want to say it's amazing to hold one of these because I know how limited they were.
Hell yeah.
And that's sick. But anywho, so my name is Chewbacca. I've been playing for 11 years. Yeah, legit.
And you're from?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Hell yeah.
Connections with
What brings you?
Kendama, USA. I
Yeah.
work at Kendama, USA.
Yeah.
That's about it, I
Let's
guess.
chill.
Sweet. Next.
Alright, what's up? My name's John. I'm from Singapore. I've been playing Kendama for 5 years now, and it's my first time here. I just want to say it's crazy because I see everyone in the room on screens, but to see you guys in real life, that's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're from?
I'm from Singapore.
And then connection with Kendama?
We started Zero Kendama. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Awesome.
What's up, everybody? My name is Ryan Walker. This is my 6th year playing Kendama. I'm here for my 2nd time in Hasakaiichi. I am a big fan of the Decade mod. All right.
Atlantic?
Formerly owner of Atlantic Kendamas.
Yeah.
May it rest in peace. What?
Rips.
Georgia?
No,
Oh,
no,
it's
no,
Rod's
no.
room. Oh.
We just started, bud. Jump in.
Bonz has arrived.
So yeah,
But we're still going to go
we're
around.
still going.
Okay. What's good, guys? My name is Carter. I'm 19 years old.
Oh yeah.
Playing for 6 years.
Oh, shit. Let's go, Carter.
I'm from Hawaii. Yes, it's good.
Aloha.
Hell yeah.
Reppin'?
The Sweet Damas.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am Roger Bishop. Been playing for 3-ish years. It's kind of been off and on, work and stuff like that. Repping the Air Force.
United States.
United States.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
What's up, y'all? My name's Jacob Walton. I'm playing, motherfucker. I've been playing Kendama for about 2 months. I don't know a goddamn thing about it. My friend Roger Bishop got me into it. It's been a good time. Met about an awesome folks. Yeah, I'm also in the U.S. Air Force, and it's been a fucking wild ride, and I'm really happy to be here.
Go for it.
よっちょれーすいませんマックスと申します土佐玉けん玉高知からやってまいりましたマックスと申します
Nobody understands Japanese, bro. Our audience is all English listeners.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Max from 103 Dama, Tosa Dama. Originally from Hawaii, I live in Japan now. Yo, chore.
103.
Yo, I'm Tio. I'm currently living in the Netherlands. I'm 20 years old. I've been playing Kendama for almost 4 years now. And I'm sponsored by Grain Fury Kendamas. And I am pretty involved with the current European scene. And I'm representing it here and trying to learn from all the different scenes out here on how I can make it better back home. And see what you guys are doing out here. and I'm really glad to be around this table.
I'm Joshua Grove, 27 years old, ageless.
The hair is ageless.
After you say 27.
I've been playing Kendama for about 7 years now, and I'm co-founder of the Kendama Institute, an educational nonprofit based in the United States, focused on growth mindset, social emotional learning, and mindfulness through play. And I'm also a passionate competitor, and I can't give up my fiend for trying to get a top position. And I just love the game so much, and I can't stop doing it.
Hell yeah.
Lots of love to the Kendama world. We're gonna pass this back here.
Yeah. My name's George Marshall. I've been playing for 6 years, sponsored by Sweets Kendamas. I'm in Japan for the 5th year in the row for the KWC. Didn't qualify this year, but I'm still hyped to be here. Chilling with the homies, playing Dama. It's awesome. Let's go.
Yeah.
My name's Eric. I like to shake dams.
Yes.
Sponsored myself because I like to do kendamas myself. I just really love high quality dance kendamas. And it's so awesome to be in Japan and to meet all of these fools and nerds. I'm gonna pass that shit again.
So, if you guys didn't figure it out, Eric's a fucking badass.
He's good with his words.
Oh shit, it's so heavy. My name is Wen Chen, and I'm from Singapore, representing Zero Kendama. So like, me and John, we're the founders of Zero Kendama, and it's our first KWC, and like, fucking loving it, dude.
Cheers. Best.
Yes.
What's up, gang? I'm gonna use this plastic kendama as a microphone and pretend that's what I'm speaking into, even though the microphone's in the middle of the table. But my name is Bonz. We're out here. I originally was sponsored by Kendama Co. They fell by the wayside. Now I'm over here with Chrome. They're also very tight. They are the Triangle brand, so check them out. If you've seen the Triangle, then you already know. Kendama's super fucking awesome. I've been playing for like 8-9 years, somewhere in those fucking numbers, and I've met a lot of these guys, a lot of new faces, and that's what Kendama's all about, is the new faces, meeting Kendama folk from all around. That's what we live for, that's what I live for, that's what is my passion in playing Kendama, is meeting new people and spreading the Kendama love. So it's great to have new faces in the table and old faces as well. Dama nerds, let's start this off.
Hashtag
Well
print.
said. Hell yeah. So this is a pretty fucking epic room we got going on.
This is pretty walks of life from
This is good.
everywhere, different corners of the world.
I'm loving this.
So straight up kompai. Let's do a little cheers.
Yeah, we gotta do
right?
a kompai.
I don't have a drink, so
This is the Dama Nerds, dude. So for those of you listening, you guys can't see the bottle of gin that we just took home from.
Is this it? Bingo.
This is not it, actually. We have 2 bottles I brought home. Oh, there's a bottle of whiskey that came too. Oh my god. Okay, so we had the Kendama street party today, as is tradition, after day 1 of KWC.
Yep.
And as always, we kind of show up. There's some Japanese people throwing down on the stage. There's like some music happening, whatever, and we just kind of fucking take over and do our shit, and it gets hype, and it was fun. And they did bingo this year, as usual, and they had some bottles of gin to give away, along with like bags of fruit and like.
And some whipped cream bread. I wanted the bread and fruit so bad.
I was like,
they were handing out that whiskey. I'm like, fuck that. I just want that bag of fruit, because that's gonna be my breakfast for tomorrow.
Get this bread.
I was thinking that, but I was also just fiending for the gin because it's like Sakura. I thought it was Sakura, like cherry blossom flavored gin.
Yeah.
Now I realize it just says Sakurao, which I think is just like a brand name.
Yes.
So I was just wrong. Either way, I was fiending for the gin. I didn't win it. I was 1 number away on 3 different fucking lines on my bingo card for like probably half the session, and I still didn't get the shit.
Yeah, dude, I had quad reach.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And eventually, the homie from Nothing But Kendama in Osaka, Makoto, gave me this bottle of gin as I was getting on my bike to ride away. So shout out Makoto for this gin that we're all drinking.
Yo, thank you. Free alcohol, best alcohol.
And also, as I was leaving, I talked to Tomotsu, and Tomotsu gave me this other bottle that I haven't dipped into yet. It's called Lemon Rocks.
So in any case, we got a bunch of alcohol on the table. Not everyone can share.
We're just shouting out the homies for hooking us up.
Yes, thank you so much.
Fucking compiling around this microphone, talking about some Dama. So let's get into the Dama shit. Enough about alcohol.
So, Kendama World Cup went down the first day. A lot of people gave it their all. There was so many different types of emotion that was happening.
There was a lot of emotion.
Damn straight. Oh, yeah.
Some people, hitting a lot of tricks. Some people missing tricks. There was crying, tears of joy, as well as tears of sorrow for working so hard. And then when it's your time to shine, those 3 minutes, everything just goes fucking down the toilet. For some people, I think a lot of people, the best thing to come out of KWC is like the experience, and that's the biggest thing. So, did anyone in this room have like some kind of like groundbreaking experience? There's a few people, first time people to the Kendama World Cup. Exactly. We have 4 people raising their hands.
Hi.
Oh, seven.
Seven. Okay.
Yeah, let's like.
Gotta pop that cherry.
I'm just
That's
gonna,
awesome.
It's Josh's first time, right? You said.
Josh, no.
Was it Josh? Am I wrong?
Jacob.
My bad, Jacob. I'm sorry. It's your first time here. You've been playing Kendama the least out of all of us.
Dude,
I'm very interested in your perspective on Kendama World Cup.
Dude, Kendama World Cup, it's been so interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It's so cool to like be in such a scene where you don't know like goddamn about it, but you meet so much cool fucking people. I like struggle with like the most basic of tricks, but it's been a lot of fun, man. I don't know a thing about it. I don't know anybody in it. I don't know the names of anything. I don't know what's going on.
Pure.
Dude, seriously.
I'm almost jealous. It's beautiful.
But I'm here right now. I'm here. I'm drinking. I'm having a good time. I'm having a blast, and I'm so thankful to be here right now. It's honestly blessed just to be here right now, and it's been the funnest. It's been a really good time. One of the honestly top 3 times I've ever been in Japan. Just fucking fantastic just to be here right now with y'all amazing people.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's just about it, dude.
Well,
I'm gonna have a good time.
clap.
Community.
Absolutely.
What's up? I'm Roger. Yeah, so it's my first time at KWC, and I've known about it for a while. Haven't really had the opportunity, but after being in Okinawa for a couple of years, and my buddy Jacob, who just was recently speaking, he just brought up, said, "Hey, let's go to KWC," and I was like, "Okay, twist my arm," It doesn't take that much convincing, and we come here, and it's been a fantastic experience. Meeting all these people I've only seen on the internet and actually get to meet them in person. They never say meet your hero, but all these people here have just been super, super cool. I haven't been disappointed. It's been great. I went and did the qualifier rounds, didn't do as well as I wanted to, but, I'm just here, to have fun.
He fucking slayed. Don't let him tell you nothing.
Support.
It was great. I really enjoyed it, and I really love meeting all these people, and everybody's just in a really good mood and having a great time, so I love it. It's great.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Let's hear from the serial Kendama guys.
Oh, sure.
First time coming to KWC.
So what's up, guys? It's John here from Serial Kendama. I just want to say thank you for hosting us here in Japan. It's crazy. I've been watching Kendama World Cup from a screen for 4 years, so it's really unreal to be here and just meet everyone. I think if there's one thing I want to say is that Kendama is a language. You don't.
Woo! Preach that.
Yeah, dude. So.
Don't know no kanji.
You could speak Japanese, English, Mandarin. Shout out to my China homies. 加油，明天可以赢到。
加油。
加油。So, regardless of what language you speak, Kendama brings us all together.
Yeah. Nice. That's really like a good point that was shown of, just fun, joy, community. And I think Josh knows the most about it because he's the one that's been working so hard by pushing Kendama Institute. We've mentioned it in a past episode. Multiple episodes, like fucking talking about how crazily influential Josh is in so many different, right?
Yeah, Josh is just fucking me with this vape over here. I'm sorry. Speaking of Josh, so influential.
So, Josh, from that kind of perspective of going around teaching people about Kendama and creating communities all over different, schools and stuff. What do you think about the community that you see in Kendama World Cup? I mean, it's got to be different because it's from, there's a lot of people from Japan that are here.
Yeah,
it's a different culture, bit different background.
What you just said, specifically, with the community in Kendama World Cup, one of the first things that comes to my mind is the fact that I can't speak Japanese. And, like John just mentioned, Kendama is a language, and, I've experienced that. I came to Japan in 2015 for my first time, under Bonsai with Bonz, and, Bonz brought me into this community in such a powerful way that, I'm infinitely grateful for.
Thank you.
And Kendama-ko, too. And what I realized in 2015 is that I don't have to speak Japanese. I can bring this art that I love so much that's from Japan, and I can connect with anyone and everyone and have a fucking amazing experience. I can teach someone how to I don't even have to teach someone how to spike because they already know how to do it. They learned how to do it when they were 6 years old or 5 years old, and we're seeing that with 9-year-old players reaching the top 35 competitors in KWC.
Yeah.
It's transcending any limitation that someone puts on themselves. It's oh, I can never do that. There's a 9-year-old that just did this. Shut the fuck up. Go put work in,
The dude placed above people who've been playing since before he was born.
Yeah,
It's fucking wild.
Myself included.
I mean, even Nick Gallagher's 19, and he's 19 years old. I started Kendama when I was 20. I'm already beyond the curve, but I love this game, and what I realize is this game connects cultures, it connects communities, and every culture has a type of this game, and you can share that through play. And so, I mean, to answer that question in a nutshell, it's just Kendama is a language, again, with John, we can play and we can communicate and we can inspire, we can encourage, we can be connected, we can not speak the same language, and we can empower one another to achieve our best, and that's what that this game means to me.
Next question for everyone. So I've heard a lot of talks from Nobu, our MC of the World Cup, owner of Jack Kendama, works for Decade 430, and he believes in something that this Kendama, kind of what you were just saying, Josh. You guys believe in aliens?
Yes. No, we're storming Area 51.
Okay, hold on. Last comment, dude. I got 51 in my qualifying round, so I'm gonna storm 51.
That's a great deciding factor.
I'm a Naruto runner.
So I bring this up because I know that in past interviews of Japanese news, people have talked to Nobu because they know he's a pretty strong force in the Kendama world in Japan, especially this new wave of it.
100%.
And when they ask him what is his dream, what is some dream you have with Kendama, he's like, I want to use this as a tool to talk to aliens, to show them that we're all the same. We can all communicate.
That's fucking brilliant.
With this one thing, get rid of any kind of aggressiveness of trying to protect yourself or your people,
or preconceptions,
and to show, dude, it fucking got deep when I saw the interview. I was like, holy shit. No, talking about aliens and having this being a communication tool, and just like you guys all said, that's pretty much what it is.
That's rare.
Making communities, just through this toy. You can be from different countries and shit, different backgrounds.
A lot of us have traveled to different places around the world where we don't speak that fucking language. And with Kendamas, and met people and made friends instantly, even if they don't know what the Kendama is. They don't know what it's called. They don't know shit. They look at it and you're just like, wow, that ball 100% sits on that fucking cup. There's no way that's not what that does. You know what I mean? It's it's just self-explanatory. It's if you saw a fucking machine with a button on it, you gotta push that fucking button. Right. It's the same shit.
About pushing.
And everybody around the fucking world understands that. And it's a fucking beautiful thing. It's just the simplicity of it. And I honestly think that Nobu's on some shit, dude. If there was an alien that came down and just was you know, I don't know what the fuck aliens do. Like if he just like
What do they do?
showed up in front
What
of
do we
me,
do?
if he beamed me up, like whatever. If I interacted face to face with one of those guys, and I had a Dama, it would just be like, yo, all right, check this out, dude. I'm gonna do a moon circle spike, and you're gonna be like, okay, I have all this technology that's like 50,000 years ahead of your whole fucking race. But how the fuck did you do that?
Bro, I'm 2 months in it. Calm down, cowboy. I don't even know how the fuck you managed that.
My opinion is that they already know how to do it and what we're doing, and they appreciate it. But
I like that. That's a good take.
In a nutshell, me, Colin, Sander, Bonz, I think Bo, and I don't know if there's someone else, but we went up into the Sierra Nevada mountains one night on a late night, like evening adventure. And we sent it up in a couple miles. It was like a 2-hour drive from Sierra Nevada into the Kern.
The Kern.
And
Kern Mountains.
I'll let Bonz speak about it too, but like we went up there, we sent our mission, we started like seshing Dama and pea sticks up into like this like river valley, and it was getting dark, and it was just this like magical experience, and like we had a great time. We ended up like seshing back in the dark, like 2-3 miles to get back to Colin's car. To like drive back to LA, like a 2-hour drive, you know, in the middle of the night. And like on our way back, like halfway down, we stopped for like a pee break. And I'm like peeing on this ridge, like right by the river, and like looking at this like valley, like this ravine with this river going down. And I look at like I put my focus on like the edge of this mountain line, and I see this light, almost like a satellite, come across the sky, and I'm like, oh, that's a cool satellite. And I start watching it, and it stops in the middle of the fucking sky. Like this light. I'm like, what? And like I'm peeing still. And I'm like, what's going on here? And then that light starts moving up straight, like upwards towards the stream. Like not in the same direction it was going originally. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like what is going on? And Bonz, Bo, and Colin are like sitting behind me. They weren't peeing. And
losers.
It ends up the light gets closer and closer, and it stops in the middle of this ravine, and it's not just like a star or like a light. Like we thought it was a helicopter. We're like, is this a helicopter? Is this a plane? Is this a satellite? Like what the hell is this thing? And like we couldn't like we didn't know what the hell it was. It was this light in the sky that like was unexplainable, and it literally stopped above us, dude. And like I turned around, I'm like, what is this? No one knew what the fuck it was, and I was like, just be chill, just fucking chill out, just fucking acknowledge the fact that like we may be in the presence of aliens, like whatever the hell this thing is, like this thing is not, it's silent, dude. There was no sound, and like this thing was moving, and then it fucking moved across the sky, across the horizon, and went on its way, and like. To me, that was like an acknowledgement of like, do what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. We acknowledge what you're doing. Thank you. Like keep doing that. Like I don't know if you have anything else to say about that experience.
I mean,
to like
you
affirm
put
that,
it
but
fucking really well. That
You might
night
have to
was
get closer
something
to this.
special.
Yeah.
This moment was crazy.
What was that again?
Exactly how he explained it. It looked like a satellite. It was like almost like a shooting star, but slower. Cruised across the night sky, and just stopped there. And it looked at us. It legitimately looked at us.
It looked
We
at
saw
Josh's dick.
We saw.
What the fuck? Hold on now.
What kind of satellite?
No, it's all good.
The hot
It looked straight at Grumstick. It was like, are you peeing? And then it said, oh wait,
No,
you're not peeing,
bro.
you're playing Kendama.
Yeah.
And what the hell is that shit? The moral of the
Aliens are
story
real.
is
Aliens, you
that
aliens.
aliens are out
is a
there.
good meme.
They're watching. They're observing.
they're aware.
They didn't want to say hi. They didn't want to say hey this time. But they're doing research and they're out here. And they saw us playing Kendama at that moment. And living our lives and just being free and in the moment. And they were like, what the hell is this?
And
We're
they
gonna
didn't
stop.
fuck
We're
with
gonna
us,
stop.
dude.
We're gonna stop and we're gonna look and we're gonna observe and be like, holy shit. And then they just cruised on. We'll see them again in 2 years. I know it. We're waiting. We're still waiting for them to come back.
waiting.
They're gonna come back and be like, what were you doing?
Just pissing on a Dama.
Wait, who pees on their Dama
No,
for
man.
fucking friction?
Sorry, that was a joke.
To me, the moral of the story was like they
Good luck.
acknowledged like what we were doing, and they
Yeah.
like respected what we were doing because like this was one of the trippiest experiences of my life. And the fact that it happened with like Colin and Bonz like was exponential. And like after that moment, we're walking back to the car, we were all lit, like just on adrenaline. You know, the fact that we saw this light stop in the sky, like who, and what, and why, like
who and what and why. That's a great explanation.
I have a theory. So,
John has a theory.
Yeah, I think the Gallagher brothers are aliens.
Wait. Gallagher like the TV show or Gallagher
No,
like
the
twins?
The Gallagher
That's something
twins.
you wouldn't know
about.
Newbie.
Yeah. Come tomorrow and you'll see the Gallagher.
Yeah,
Gallagher, he got top.
I'm like the
Gallagher.
version of the fucking TV show right now. I don't know.
Is that him?
Yeah.
What a fucking beauty.
They're also twins.
10 out of 10. Would
Yeah.
fuck again. Would recommend to a
Yeah,
friend.
not the Gallaghers from Oasis.
Not the watermelon smashing Gallagher.
No.
Or the second Gallagher that stole the act.
Like the Gallagher twins are aliens, and they knew.
But in any case, Kendama World Cup. It's going down. We got.
Kendama World
yeah,
Cup,
we-
aliens are tight. What's next on the
What is
agenda
next on the
here?
agenda?
I want to talk about it.
I remember before we started to drift off to aliens, that
It is important. Bro.
Kendama is a language,
Yes.
and I want to speak about my first Kendama event experience.
All right.
I started in early 2014. I went to my first event in August 2013. It was crazy because it was in Czech Republic and I'm from Austria. We speak German there. We don't speak Czech, and they don't speak German. They also cannot speak English, something like that.
Oh.
So I asked my friends to go with me. They didn't.
That is so sad.
Cheers, broski.
So I went there alone, and
Good for you.
I was in a room full of Czech Kendama players, and I was lost. For the first 15 minutes I was lost, and then I saw this guy do hanging bird. I was like, dude, you're fucked. You're really fucked. But that was before I got deep into Kendama. And I spent 4 days there, and we communicated all 4 days through Kendama. They didn't speak English, I didn't speak Czech, so we had to communicate through Kendama. And that worked pretty well, actually. I made several friends. I saw some of these several friends stop playing Kendama in like 2 years, something like that. But it was just a crazy experience. Going to a place I don't know the language they speak there, and just play Kendama with them. It was crazy.
Is it the same feeling now? Because this is your first time?
It's
The
my first time in
KWC?
Japan, but it's kind of the same feeling, but here a lot of people speak English, so that's good. We can talk.
Yeah.
But back then I had nobody to speak with about other topics than just tricks. It was only Ken games we communicated about.
Yeah.
Or just like follow games or something like that. Just Kendama.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Reminds me of something I want to hear actually from Rod from his first time out here in Japan. I want to hear your experience coming out here to Japan for the first Bloken World Cup. Is that right? That's the first time you came out here?
So I actually came out here a year before that, the first time.
1 year before
Yeah.
the first Bloken Cup. But was it
That's
wasn't
wild.
Kendama related.
It didn't start out Kendama related, but it ended up being
Exactly.
Kendama related.
So let's talk about that. How did your first time coming here transform into something that became a Kendama thing?
I may have told this story on the podcast. I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna tell it right now. So
we can hear the revised version.
Yeah.
The
So
short and special.
basically, I was, if I'm completely honest, there was a year before I came. Me and my friends did acid for the first time, and we talked about going on this trip, and we were just like, "Yo, we got." And we were in my house at the time in Calgary, and I had this big map of the world on my wall, and we were just like fucking boofed on acid, looking at this map, being like, "Yo, we gotta fucking go. We gotta go here. We gotta go here. We gotta go here." And then eventually, like a year later, we were talking. We were like, "Yo, remember when we did that? Like, let's fucking do that. Like, let's fucking make it happen." So we did it, and as we were booking flights, I literally got invited on Facebook by some random Japanese person who, to this day, I still don't know who it was.
No way.
I still don't know who it was. I wish I could go back and look. Like, I don't know if can you do that? If anybody knows that you can do that, please fucking tell me because I want to know who it was. But it was some random Japanese person invited me on Facebook to the World Kendama Open, which was the JKA event at the time. The Issei Fujiwara World, it doesn't fucking matter. World Cup.
Issei Cup.
Thank you.
Yes.
Fujiwara Issei Cup, the World Kendama Open.
Like the 35th anniversary.
Something like that. Yeah, it was something like that.
It was.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah.
They probably made a big deal about it.
Yeah, they make a big deal about everything, but yeah.
I mean, every 5 and 2.
Definitely those ones.
0.
You're right.
But
the thing that was special about that year was that was the first year that any of the gaijin kendama, the outsiders kendama players came to Japan and really threw down in competition and shit. And so that was the first time I'd ever met another person that played kendama outside of Canada. That was the first time I left Canada. So that I remember being in the venue. It showed up. It was me, Eric from Terra, Eric Martin, and our buddy Brett, and we were in the venue, and I'm standing there, and Colin Sander walked in, and I'm just like, that's fucking Colin Sander, dude. Holy shit. I haven't been that starstruck maybe in my whole life, you know? So that happened, and then I meet Colin, and then later fucking Void showed up. Who else was there? It was me, Eric, Brett, Colin, Void, Alex Ruisch showed up. Sorry, Alex Ruisch. I'm sorry, Ruisch. I said it wrong again. I'm sorry, Ruisch. He's corrected
Jeffrey.
people. Yeah, and Jeffrey Van Rieven and
was Matt Dakota and T. Stearns there?
No, that was the year after.
Okay.
But there was Nick Schofer, who the old school Mushroom Kendama edits. If you've ever seen those, you probably have. And there's some Dama Nerds homework for you fucking nerds. Go check out Mushroom Kendama.
Yep.
Nick Schofer, the owner of all of the Emerald Mugans in the whole fucking world. That guy. I've never seen him without an Emerald Mugen. But anyway, so came to Japan because I wanted to, based off of just talking with homies, basically. And then got invited randomly to the World Kendama Open in Osaka, which was we were booking flights on maybe the 15th or something like that. And the event was on the 13th, I believe. So I saw the event and I was like, yo, we are fucking changing our flights. We're going early. We're going to Osaka. We're going to this fucking event. This has to happen. Why the fuck not, right? So we went, and that was right around the time when Tomotsu had left the JKA to form Gloken. So Tomotsu came to this event. He didn't speak a fucking lick English, just a little bit. It was fucking amazing to look at him, looking back on that and seeing him now, I can just have a straight conversation with him in English and it's chill. Yeah. But, back then it was just, nothing but smiles. He's holding this little fucking binder that says Global Kendama's Network on it with a picture of a fucking JKA, Uzora or some
do you
shit.
speak Portuguese?
Yeah, exactly. He's better at Portuguese than English, actually. He was.
Yeah.
And I remember him just hello, I am Tamotsu. I am having some people at my parents' house after this event if you would like to come for a barbecue.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of English for Tomotsu.
I mean,
polo shirt.
That seems like a little overblown. I don't know if he even knew that much.
I'm sure I'm exaggerating a little bit based on my memory, but the whole thing was that this barbecue was in fucking Nara, not Osaka, which was what is it, a 2-hour drive, something like that? It ain't close. It's pretty deep. You go out into the fucking boonies. It was at his parents' house in Nara. We had this barbecue with there had to be 30 people there.
All Kendama?
All Kendama homies.
Okay.
All staying at Tomotsu's parents' house. So Tomotsu's parents live at this house where he lived as a kid in Gojo in Nara. And there's another house on that property. And that house is an older house that I believe his grandfather built or some shit. It's actually old school as fuck Japan. And we all stayed in that house. And there's a whole whack of us. I can't put that. And so this is off topic a little bit, but one of the coolest things was Tomotsu's dad is, I don't know the word for it, but he's a bug scientist. He studies fucking bugs and shit.
Fucking paleontologist?
That's not it. That's not it.
Close.
You're in the ballpark. So Tomotsu's dad in their house has a fucking closet where you go in there and You know, like the closet doors usually open like to the side kind
They
of thing.
slide open?
Yeah. So like this closet was full of fucking drawers, and every drawer was like maybe like 2 to 3 inches deep, kind of
dinosaur
thing.
bones?
So you gotta fucking pull the drawer out, and when you pull it out, it's just full of bugs. Like I had never, the first time in Japan, I'd never seen any of these bugs before.
Pin displayed
Pin
out
displayed,
bugs, yeah.
exactly. Like beetles, fucking wasps the size of your fucking fist. And I'm not even exaggerating. I don't care how big your fist is. That wasp is as big as your fist. Like, it's fucking insane, man. I've never seen shit like that. And it was like just that was fucked. But we were talking about like my first experience here and like how being into kendama like kind of influenced that. And so after that was
we
my
were mostly talking about though how you came here not necessarily knowing Japanese. Obviously, you didn't know any
No,
Japanese.
nothing.
Now
No,
you
yeah.
know a little bit because
Yeah.
you've been here.
Yeah.
But you didn't know any Japanese, and you came out here and you communicated with Tomotsu
Exactly.
and the squad
Exactly.
through kendama.
Yes.
How long have you lived out here for this?
I've been living here for about a year. But I've been here, this is my 14th time, so I've been here hella times.
Oh,
But
wow.
the first time, this is back in 2012.
I was still in middle school. I've been here for 2 years. That's
Yeah. Yeah. But after that, I was traveling around Japan a whole bunch. Like we went from Osaka, we drove to Nara. After Nara, we drove to Matsumoto, where Tomotsu was living with his family, where Gloken was founded, and where Gloken still is today. And funny enough, when I went to Matsumoto, I stayed in this room in Tomotsu's house, that is actually now my fucking bedroom. I live there. The same house. 7 years later, I fucking live there. Like, how fucking weird is that? That is the weirdest shit.
That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah. And
that's it. You just described it.
that was it, basically.
You didn't know any kendama, or you didn't know any Japanese. You came here only knowing kendama.
Yeah.
7 years later, you met the greatest of friends. Now you're living.
Yeah,
in
dude.
the same place where you started.
Yeah,
How
it
much
was-
Japanese do you know now, though?
I mean, I can have a conversation in Japanese. I'm not perfect, but I can do it.
That's fair enough.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's hard, dude. It's hard.
But yeah, dude, it's fucking cool, man. And I've been hella places all over the world, and I've never left anywhere without having a kendama, because I had found kendama before I ever left Canada. And like I said, like when I came to Japan, I had a kendama. That was my first time to ever leave Canada. And after that, we went to Korea, we went to Vietnam and traveled all of Vietnam. We went to Singapore, we went to and then we went back. But I've been all over the place. I've been to India, like all these places. I've always had a kendama, and I've always met these people that are fucking just into it. Like, they don't know what it is. They don't know how to talk to me. They don't know anything except they look at me with this thing and they're just like, yo, what is that? Can I please try it? And I'm just like so fucking happy to be like, please try it. Like, just fucking do it for me. Like, I want to see it more than you want to do it. I promise you. Like,
I'm like a perfect example of that.
and it's like my favorite thing in the world, honestly. Just to like go to a place where I can't fucking talk to people. I don't know where the fuck I am. I'm lost. I probably have no money. I'm just walking around. All I have is a fucking backpack and a kendama. And I make, like, maybe my best friends I've ever made in my whole life. And they fucking, all of a sudden, I have a place to stay. All of a sudden, they fucking put food in my belly. They fucking feed me drinks. We fucking smoke weed together. Like, whatever. Like, it's amazing the things that this fucking tool can do for you. And I call it a tool because it is a tool, because we're talking about languages. And this fucking toy that we all love is a fucking language tool. It is.
It is a tool. So I've got a little idea that I think could be kind of fun for the cast here. I want to take this Dama and I want to pass it around in the circle, and I want to set a timer, and I want to give everyone 45 seconds. Hot shot. You have 45 seconds to tell your story of why you think kendama is this way and why you think you've communicated with someone who maybe is not understanding what you're saying on another language, whatever it is. You have 45 seconds to explain your craziest moment of kendama.
Express through kendama?
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
That's beautiful. I love that.
If I can share some history really quick, the JKA, if you're going to be a certified examiner to do dawn testing, you must speak a minute-long speech on kendama do, which kendama do means the way, akido, judo, Many martial arts have do at the end.
I practice Bushido and Muay Thai for a
Kendama
long
do
time.
is what the JKA, the Japan Kendama Association, is correlated to the way of Kendama. So, in what
I love that.
Mr. Corbin has said.
Fucking calling you know.
Are we gonna spill Bonz's real name on the fucking podcast?
It's already been spilled many times.
It's been spilled.
Been-
Wait, all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Well played.
All right, so
What's the main?
we're about to give everyone 45 seconds to explain.
Oh, that's true. 45 seconds.
Yeah.
45 seconds. I'm
Where
gonna
we start?
hit the
You wanna
timer.
go first? Okay, Ryan wants to
he
go
starts.
first.
He wants to get
Ryan's going
first.
first.
I'm gonna hit the timer. He's gonna have
give me your
45
Dama.
seconds to explain
Oh,
a
shit.
moment in his Kendama
that's fair.
career where he has used Kendama in a situation where he hasn't understood the language, or maybe the other person hasn't understood the language, and he's used Kendama as a tool to create this environment and understand each other without talking, only through Kendama.
And in the spirit of Kendama World Cup, I think our 45 seconds should be san ni each.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
All of us. All of us.
All right.
Can I preface this quick?
I'm sorry.
Can I preface
It's all
this?
good.
Yeah,
I wanted to say before. I should have said
Before you start,
before.
before you start, is this part of your 45
Yeah,
seconds?
this is like just. I just need like a preface because I think Josh needs more credit than people give him for everything with Kendama Institute.
Yep.
As somebody who's learned from Josh and been teaching things at the school that I teach at in Shanghai, Josh is a fucking genius.
absolute.
Josh goes in Minnesota a couple years ago when he's starting to talk to me about it. He's starting to finally like move to Sweets and make it like a reality, like to do these like Kendama teaching classes. Like it wasn't nothing like it looks now. We go to an after-school program, and Josh shows me the system that he came up with. Because if anyone didn't know, I'm a PE teacher. So me and Josh are talking about ways to teach things, whatever, what he does, what I do. And he tells me about the system he's got where, like, big cup is the number 1, and small cup's number 2, and base cup's number 3. And
I hate to interject, but I feel like this is what your 45 seconds should be. fucking start you off. You need to fucking send.
All right, go send it.
I'll
in the
like you're going deep and like.
All right, in the words
I love it.
In the words of
This
Tanner Hall.
is what
Send
needs
it,
to like.
San
I got this.
ni ichi
Alright, go.
hajime.
All right, we show up to this school, and Josh starts teaching about this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 system of how to teach the cups and the spike and how to get kids to learn how to play Kendama. And he proceeds to show them a variety of variations of it and routines, I guess you could say. I'm not sure exactly how to say it, but they go through it, and Josh starts to show them Tunbridge Wells. And so he's like, I think I'm just going to go through with the whole thing. First tease Tunbridge Wells in front of all these kids after teaching the system and just nails it. But the real story about Josh, a couple years ago, Josh goes, I'm like, oh dude, I've been teaching people Kendama, whatever. I taught them how to spike. I'm gonna go over time, but I'm gonna keep going anyway. And I'm like, oh, usually like I could take a while, but I've been teaching people how to get it, and it's like it's a good feeling. Josh is like, watch, I'm gonna teach this lady how to do a spike in 60 seconds. I'm like, no way, dude, you can't teach a spike in 60 seconds. Walk over, it's like a middle-aged woman, I'd say like 45 to 50 years old, less than 60 seconds, gets this lady to the spike, less than 60 seconds after that, spike with no spin, and I was bought in. It was like following Jesus. I was like, dude,
Walking on water.
Dude, for real. He made it look like it was nothing. And I was just like, he didn't do anything special, didn't use any crazy words. He was just like, yo, you're going to spike this. And she was like, okay, and did it. Like,
Okay.
Alright, that's my story.
That was
About
about
Sick.
60 seconds.
I'm like,
we might
that
need
was
60
beautiful.
seconds.
I love that you took your 45 seconds to talk about Josh.
Yeah.
Jesus
But who's
Christ.
Josh?
Yeah, Jesus Christ of
Ryan?
Kendama, apparently, is what he did.
Joshua. Okay, got you.
Alright. There's Nick
His-
Gallagher. Then there's his twin brother, Zach Gallagher.
Zach,
all right.
Stop talking and
I'm
hit the
gonna-
button if you want to talk.
Yeah,
You have
so
45
who's
seconds
holding
to
the
talk.
fucking Kendama, right?
Yeah,
we haven't
This
heard
is
from.
yeah, we gotta get George in.
Alright,
George is
count
in.
down.
Here we go. Okay,
You gotta tell him 45.
Ready?
Alright.
George.
Alright, 45
We got
seconds.
George Marshall.
45
here.
seconds communicating.
In San ni ichi hajime.
Alright, this is freshman year, Boulder, Colorado, University of Colorado Boulder, 3 years ago or so. Just been playing Kendama for 4 years. Just walking through campus with my girlfriend at the time, this dude walks up and he's like, yo, are you George Marshall? And we all know it's like the fucking crazy experience ever when someone recognizes you out of nowhere. You're just like, what? And his name's Quinn, he's from Canada. he ends up he's like a cool 23-year-old dude, just he wants to chill and shit, and we're like, all right, cool. He's there with his girlfriend, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna chill with you all weekend. Fucking just sends it with my friends, we're just sledding and shit's in the winter. Great time. Random guy, really cool. Just through Kendama we met him, and it's awesome. Great friend now. Talk to him all the time.
Beautiful.
45 seconds.
That was
Done.
That was.
How do you fucking stop
That was really tough.
But what happened to the girlfriend?
That's the next podcast.
That's story for next time. Who's next? You got 45 seconds in.
Hold on. Question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he knew who you were how?
Just through Kendama. He was a Kendama dude. He,
Okay.
like kind of in the scene, like he follows people on Instagram and shit. He never has like gone to competitions or anything. Kind of just
Gotcha.
found me. He's like, yo, let's chill.
All right.
Kendama. You know, universal language, like we said a million times.
Dama dude.
So, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Instant friendships.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
さあ次行きたいと思います。さあ
Come
行き
on.
ましょう。
People still don't understand Japanese. on the podcast.
I just know the one about it.
I mean, only me and MJ understand you right now.
No, this is really heavy actually. I just realized how
Yeah.
heavy this is. It's very heavy.
All right, and here we go.
Jacob.
In Jacob.
Jacob.
In
Hi.
San Ni Ichi Hajime.
Alright. We're just gonna talk about the story of Kendama for myself, actually. So my best friend Roger, who's right here beside me and right here, I wouldn't know a thing about Kendama. I wouldn't be here right now without, Kendama. Actually, I wouldn't know a single dude in this room about Kendama. I'm 2 months in, brand new as brand new comes, and it's been a really wild experience. Actually, I don't know if I'd be sitting here right now without that kind of experience. I'm super thankful for that, and it's been cool. It's been cool. I don't know a thing about it. I couldn't name all the tricks. I couldn't know everything about it. But I'm so happy to be here, and that's just about it, really. I'm from the United States, Southeast, Georgia. Don't know a damn thing, but here we are.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's get past the Dama for a quick second. A little question time. Just a little question time. I'm sorry.
Question after
Sorry, we
45.
got some
So,
question time.
with your 2 months of play, what is the biggest benefit? Physical, emotional, or whatever it may be. What is the biggest benefit you see with Kendama?
So far,
Or
being this
socially.
far in, socially, being this far in, it's being like meeting new people. I'm a very social person, dude. I like meeting new people, and living in a different country as I am in Japan, meeting new people is the best part so far. So many different mindsets and so many different places that we come from, and it's been amazing to see so far of where we come in and how different we are truly, but how much we connect through something that's so simple.
Beautiful.
yeah, bro.
That was amazing. That was amazing. I had a question for you, but I don't. You said that so well that I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say.
Are you good?
So
Are you good?
that was like you just. That was good. That was beautiful.
Next 45 seconds.
Next 45 seconds. Thanks.
Count down.
In San Ni Ichi Hajime.
It's
Roger.
It's your boy Roger here. So basically, me and my buddy Jacob, who was just recently speaking, we were in Tokyo, going through security to go up to the Skytree, and a homeboy who's checking everybody's backpacks opens up my backpack and he sees a Kendama in there and he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, Kendama?" I'm like, yeah, man, Kendama. He goes, "Oh, no way, that's fucking sick," and then just sends me on through, and it's just super sweet. That's all it took was just a simple little toy for him to be like, yeah, this is a good kid, It was great. That's really all I have to say. That was my story.
That's beautiful. I love it. 6 seconds left.
Gorgeous.
Just drop that mic, dude. Just
Hell yeah,
fucking-
drop
hell
it.
yeah.
It's a heavy mic. You don't watch it, bro. Don't
That's
drop it
beauty.
too hard. Heavy mic.
No, it's all good, dude. So funny story about this Kendama we're passing around. I bought this Kendama from Alex Ruisch in 2012, my first time in Japan.
Wait, who's Alex Ruisch? Little backstory.
Okay, whoa.
I know where
He goes.
He goes deep. Commoners, but not all of us are
Brand new. I don't know who Alex
brand
Ruisch
new.
is.
2 months in.
Tune into the past.
We don't ask that question on the Dominator.
Right. Just simple answer. He is a legend.
He makes your plays.
Both. Yes,
Mostly-
both. Mostly
yes,
plays.
mostly plays.
Mostly
Literally
plays.
one of the definitions of legend.
Yes.
Legend?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
legend in the game.
But this Kendama has been with me on all of my travels, everywhere I've been. no matter what. So, who else we got? Who's next?
Who else got
Anybody got a story?
You got a story?
Bonz, you got a story?
He's up the wazoo.
We going?
See if we can squeeze it out.
All right, let's go. We got Bonzatron in.
running.
Son, me, Ichi,
I'm
Hajime.
gonna talk quick. I fucking met Jake Fisher. He's fucking in Osaka all of a sudden playing Kendama. We fucking are going out. Just me and Jake Fisher, solo night send. He's like, I'm trying to hit a strip club. I'm like, you're crazy. So we go to like 2-3 strip clubs in Osaka, and he's just fucking getting his jam in. And moral of the story is, doesn't work out. We hit the 4th strip club. We're going up this elevator, and we fucking meet this person in the elevator. They're like, "Oh my god, Kendama!" Freaking the fuck out. They're like, "You're not going to the strip club on the 7th floor. We're taking you into our bar on the 4th floor." They take us into the bar. They get us fucking so unbelievably faded, and then they just take care of us for the rest of the night. Not giving a shit about who we are or what we are, but they just know we play Kendama, and they're just gonna take care of us. And they just take care of us for the entire rest of the night.
Beautiful.
Wait. Do you see biddies though?
We might have.
Tune in for the next episode.
He said that it was that we were trying to get to the 4th strip club. So I would assume so.
Yeah.
And strip club 1, 2, and 3.
It's pretty safe to assume.
Multiple biddies were
Stay
witnessed.
tuned.
That's all we need to know.
So I don't know how much of like a connection with communication it is compared to like a get out of jail free card kind of. Those past 2 stories.
It depends on the story.
In a way, you know. Yeah, where you can like kind of get through because it's like, oh,
It can be a
At
get
least
out
in
of jail
Japan.
card.
I think in Japan,
in
Japan.
attest to this.
It can be, dude. It can
I
be. Not
can
only in
attest to
Japan. Not only in Japan. It can be.
Yeah.
It's a magical wand.
It
It's
kind
like
of is.
we are all wizards, dude, or like
Warlocks
goddesses, or
or-
like whatever you want to name it,
Whatever
witches,
word.
dude. Like tool, this device to like engage someone in this like spectrum of awe, like for a moment where you can literally like go into a space where like they may be trying to take you to jail, and you can like pull some shit out of your ass with your kendama that allows you to go home free. And it can also just be an amazing tool to meet someone new. You may even fall in love through kendama. You may teach someone how to spike and be like, "I fucking love you. Like, can we hang out?"
Yeah,
Like,
dude. No, in the Japanese community, there's plenty, dude. Kendama fufu. Anybody know what kendama fufu?
I don't know a goddamn thing.
Kendama fufu. So at the
Oh my
party
God,
just now, they
please.
were the couple that was like they do the big cup and they're just like.
Wait. From Obi-Town.
Wait.
Yeah.
Is it like a reality show? It's like a reality show.
No.
They're just an Instagram group
They're
handle
from
that are
Obihiro.
a couple,
Right?
married couple.
They play together.
Am I wrong?
No, I think
How do
no,
they do
they're
it?
in Tokyo somewhere, but I don't know
Okay,
exactly where
I'm
that
wrong.
is.
I'm wrong. I'm
So,
sorry. I'm misunderstanding.
I mean, in Japanese, fufu means couple,
Married.
married couple. But it's really funny because their logo is the two of them like blowing something up in the air, and the onomatopoeia, fufu, is to blow something. So it's a good. Everyone should check them out. Fufu.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Up here?
Would you?
Bonz has been
Bonz
called.
has been summoned.
Been requested.
Bonz action. Out of the building.
So
Just to come, and then it's gonna go to George. But yeah,
Just a real
he
note.
wanted to say something about getting out of jail.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but just to remind everyone real quick, we are live here at KWC. We're going into the finals tomorrow morning. And Bonz,
Was that Bonz that just yelled right now? I just need to address that real quick.
I've been summoned. Holy fuck!
What happened, bro? Is it
This is what Kendama's all about.
You're in the finals.
All of a sudden, you're summoned. You're in the Kendama World Cup Finals. No, that's not what this is about.
No.
I've been summoned to fucking heavy beer drinking. So I love you guys. I don't know what's going on, but like there's some sort of sorcery that's happened where like they need me to drink some beer for some reason or another. But I'm not gonna say no. And I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Dama Nerds. Continue on with these Dama Nerds because they're fucking nerds. They're all such nerd asses and they can fucking tell you everything
You're
about
the
Kendama.
biggest nerd
So
of them
fucking
all.
keep listening. I love you guys.
Alright.
Zach, maybe before
Godspeed,
it's over,
Bonz.
but like, I gotta
Godspeed.
drink some beer.
Please.
What the heck?
Jacob's out.
All right, we
And
got
Jacob
one of
is
our,
following.
we got one of our
Jacob
Air
heard
Force.
beer and he was
So
out.
yeah, this is what happens in Kendama World Cup.
That was great.
Yeah. So
All unexpected stuff. But
wow.
To go back to getting out of jail free card.
Yeah, going way
George
back
Marshall.
to that.
What the shit happened, dude?
That was weird.
I always saw half
That
the
was weird. If a lot of people know that I went to jail for a speeding ticket back in the day in Wyoming.
If you haven't watched the video,
Anyway,
what's the link?
I have not.
Fucking George Marshall on YouTube, you can find it. Anyway,
It happens, man.
sometimes kendama gets you out of jail. Sometimes I think it might have got me into jail because when I went to court for my court date, I was wearing a hoodie and a kendama around my neck. And sometimes I'm like, you know what? Maybe that wasn't the best looking court. I don't know. So that's all I
Take
gotta
your
say.
hood off,
Wait. So let me
Take
get this
no
straight. I have a good question. Like
Yeah.
you wore a hoodie, like
On.
hood up.
Okay, no. Hoodie, hood down.
Okay, so you're,
Sweets kendama's hoodie.
okay.
Sweets kendama around my neck.
So you're not like the arrow with a kendama around your neck. Like you're fucking
No. I'm just trying to be chill. I didn't think it was gonna be much, so.
the green arrow. I guess. Is
No,
more
I got your
yeah.
reference.
The Dama arrow?
I'm sorry. I've been sessioning that shit hard lately. I've been traveling a lot, man. Lots of Netflix. I'm sorry. It was just in my brain.
Lots of
Anyway,
Continue. I'm sorry.
that was about it. Kendama might have got me into jail. Maybe it's a speeding ticket. Maybe they're like, what the fuck is this kid?
Yeah, but
doing?
you were driving faster than the speed limit. You got pulled over, and then what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have you guys not?
Because
heard that?
just a speeding
All right,
ticket.
super quick story. Wyoming, USA. I was going 105 and an 80. Super, wide open roads. Didn't see cars forever. Thought it was chill.
Were you late to go somewhere?
No, not really.
No, he's traveling long miles.
Yeah.
for sure.
10 hour solo road trip. You get impatient.
I would have.
Yeah.
I have.
I already had my
never mind
fun
would've.
visiting my friend. I was coming back home. I was like, whatever. Anyway, going a little fast. Got pulled over. Didn't think it would be much. Ended up getting a court date a month later. Went to the court date. Thought it would be maybe $100 fine. Sure.
In a different state.
In a different state, yeah. So for sure, I did drive.
That's the part.
I did drive 12 hours to go to the court date. Had to camp with my friends so that I could go to the court date. Went to the court date. Ended up getting $250 fine and 4 days in jail. Had a plane ticket home to Minnesota the next day, which meant I would have to drive 12 hours back to Wyoming in the next month to go to jail for 4 days and then drive back. Anyway.
Why the fuck did they put you in jail just for 4 days?
I'm saying, bro, I don't fucking know. Nobody has been like, oh yeah, that makes sense. No, that's not a thing.
For 4 days, that's the stupidest slap on the wrist.
Yes.
That's probably all it was. They
can
knew
I-
you lived in a different state, and
Yes.
they're like, I'm gonna really
I
fuck
asked them, I
this
was
kid.
like, can I do time in Minneapolis? Can I do community service instead? They're like, no, you gotta come here. Good luck. That's
Good
it.
luck! What would have happened if you didn't show up?
I mean, I'd
You'd
we're
probably.
fine. If I get pulled over again, I'm probably fucked.
I was gonna say you'd probably go to jail the next time.
Yeah,
you
you'd
were.
probably
Exactly.
you'd have
Right?
a warrant out for
You'd have
you.
a
I
arrest.
met somebody in jail actually
You would
that
be a freaking
Place
page
to go.
on
No.
the newspaper.
I
dude.
met somebody in jail that had a speeding ticket like 25 years prior, and
With
he
a
did get
Kendama.
caught, and he was in for a couple of years. Like he,
Damn,
yeah.
dude.
So it could happen.
Oh my god. Okay, I have a similar story.
Sure, go for it.
My story
Speeding
is
tickets?
it's more of my own fault, and I'm an idiot for what happened, but not really all my fault. Let's just like I'm gonna tell the story. You guys tell me if it's my fault or not. All right?
It's your fault.
All right. You guys that are listening, you guys can fucking hit us up on the Instagram. Just be like, Rod, it was your fault.
It's totally.
Or you can say like, Rod, it's not your fault, and make me feel better about myself. But that's not gonna really change anything. Anyway, so to get the story going, so this was fucking years ago, man. I might not have even known about Kendama at this point. It was right around the time I found Kendama, maybe just before. Yeah.
Early 20s?
A different story came to mind. So to start it off, I used to own a scooter, fucking like a little moped. Fucking rip that shit around. It wasn't a Vespa. I couldn't afford a Vespa, you know.
Yeah.
It was a Kimco. But that motherfucker ripped. It was sick. So I got caught driving my scooter with no insurance in Canada, and insurance cost $50 for the year. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, $150 for the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
I just drove it literally like fucking 10, 15 blocks from my house to my Benz jam space, and I was driving back, and I got fucking pulled over by an undercover cop, and motherfucker looks in my fucking eyes, tells me, it's not gonna look like it right now, but I'm doing you a favor. And right when he said that, I was just like, fuck you are, dude. Like, I'm about to get my butt searched or some shit. Like, what the fuck does that mean? And so I sat on the side of the road for I don't know how long. Long story short, like fucking 8 blocks from my house, motherfucker calls a tow truck that could have towed 2 of his fucking squad car to take my scooter that he could have put in the trunk of his car Never mind, I could have walked home in 10 fucking minutes. Sorry for yelling. Anyway, so I got a fucking $2,500 ticket for not having insurance on my fucking little fucking 49, not even 50 cc fucking scooter. Whoa. And so I got this huge ticket, and it's like in Canada we get a pink ticket, which means you fucking gotta go to court. You got this ticket, yeah, you're fucked, but you gotta go to court. You gotta go talk about it. You gotta figure out what's going on with it. So I went to court, and the whole idea was you either pay it now, you set up a payment plan, or you do community service.
Oh.
And at the time, I had just finished like a plumbing apprenticeship that I fucking hated, and I did not want to work for anyone. I was just not about it. And I was straight up contemplating the 45 days in jail. It was 45 days or $2,500.
Whoa, 45 days is kind of long, dude.
It's pretty long, right? But I had nothing to do. I wasn't working. Like, I wasn't doing nothing. I didn't have a dom. I didn't have shit going on. The only thing I had going for me was I was in a band.
Do they feed you?
Yeah, in a jail. Yeah, they feed you. I mean,
Shit.
That's like that alone is sick,
Dude,
right?
you've heard in Japan about like people like stabbing other people
Oh, yes.
just because they're like, I have no one to take care of me.
That's a huge thing in Japan. Like people like choose to go to jail. Be like, hey,
I've heard
take
of that.
me to jail.
Yeah.
Free
But
stay, free food.
The food.
I'm sorry, but like, this is the fucking beginning of the story. I didn't even get to the story yet. This is what happened before. So that happened, and I'm an idiot. I got this $2,500 fucking fine, or 45 days in jail. I'm contemplating it, and I'm like, oh fuck, like 45 days is a long time, man. Like
That is a long time.
I could do that, but like it's $2,500. How long does it take you to make $2,500?
You know,
I
probably
didn't,
at least
like-
a month and a half.
When you,
Gotta
answer. Good answer. And that's what I'm saying, you know. So like,
Maybe a
how
month,
do you?
dude. Like, you know what I mean?
But when
like,
you don't have a job,
Fed well or
no,
not fed
probably a
well?
month, dude.
that's all. All
it
of that.
depends on spending money or like bill money. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 100%. But all of that is irrelevant because what happened was,
holy shit.
it's okay.
Shit, I'm covered in
Bonz just
fucking
came back.
whiskey. I'm covered in soju. So
What the fuck just
actually,
happened?
we've been talking about this
Oh my God,
all
he
night
really
long.
is.
We've actually been talking about this all night long. This is what Kendama's all about. It doesn't matter who you know, or what you know, or who you can communicate with. Kendama is a motherfucking.
It's a motherfucking what?
Thanks for tuning in to Dama Nerds. We'll catch you next time.
That was episode number 16 of Dama Nerds. Thanks, let's go!
Thank you for tuning in. This is Dama Nerds Podcast 16 or 17. I don't even know the number, but we're out here and you fucking witnessed it firsthand. Kendama's a language. Kendama's a language.
Sit down.